Chief, thank you. Now to Kershaw County tonight. They've been dealing with fires there. Our Cassidy Byer, she is in Bethune in Kershaw County, joining us with an update on what the situation looks like there. Cassidy?
Yeah, well, JR, obviously the sun has set, but if it hadn't set, you would see behind me many acres impacted by wildfires that we've seen recently here in Kershaw, exactly 340 acres. And as a reminder, the South Carolina Forestry Commission says forest fire danger is usually highest January through mid-April. March frequently being the busiest time for firefighters. But with that being said, fire season is not over. Doug Wood with the Forestry Commission shared what folks should keep in mind to best prevent a wildfire breakout.
Most wildfires are caused by humans, whether that be equipment use, fireworks, all that, but escape debris burning is by far the #1 cause. And it's so preventable. It really is so preventable. We can actually do something about this. If you just take the proper precautions, let's say you want to clean up your yard, do the burn, notify the Forestry Commission, it's state law, but also scratch a fire break around that fire, at least as wide as the fire itself.
Wood also told me that residents typically forget to notify the Forestry Commission, and I even learned that it is state law to notify them when conducting a controlled burn. Granted, I have not had to have a controlled burn given I am from Northern Virginia, but also obviously have water nearby. And as for these recent wildfires we've been seeing, hopefully we're seeing the downhill of those before that rain kicks in coming up this week. Cassidy Byer from Kershaw. JR, back to you.
All right, Cassidy, thank you. Soldiers from multiple units, including South Carolina's National Guard, sharing photos on social media. They mobilized 3 Black Hawk helicopters to help put out the flames in Horry County. Each helicopter bucket carried approximately 600 gallons of water. They would fill those buckets up and then go over areas where they were needed and drop the water in an effort to put the fires out. That all happening over the weekend in Horry County, where residents had to evacuate in some areas because of those wildfires. Earlier today, the evacuation order ended with most residents headed back home. But in the rare event a wildfire threatens your area, there are things you can do. That information is on your screen there, including have an emergency evacuation plan, whether that's going to the family of a family member or going to a house of a family member outside the evacuation zone or to a pre-designated shelter.